Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Hey, switch gears. Check. Crack down. 47. Watch the edge. Hey, alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Yeah, it's on.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running from the gun with Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Williams brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Henry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 79 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Prescott off play action. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter play. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this will go to Henry out wide. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. There's Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Nagar's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
90 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A quick throw there out to Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D, tighten up. He's checking.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Baker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Prescott now from the 50. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first and 10, Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's second and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And congratulations to Dak Prescott, by the way. He just went over 20,000 career passing yards. And you remember he came into the league in 2016, and you remember the gruesome injury in 2020 that he had to fight back from. So congratulations to Mr. Prescott.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Being chased out left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Mike 12, Mike 12. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. First down, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Bridgewater. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Prescott on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
You don't want none. Check.
On third down, it's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater. Flushed out right.
Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, Prescott here to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.